Hey cuties, Peachy here, welcome back to a new video, and in this video, welcome to the first ever annual Fashion Doll Rewind 2022. This will be a new annual tradition where I look back at the biggest highlights for me personally of fashion dolls that have come out. And I'm not going to be talking about these dolls in like order of favorites. This isn't a top list or whatever. It's just going to be randomized in I'm going to talk about Rainbow High dolls first and then Bratz, so I'm going to have some kind of order. It's not going to be all messy, but there's not going to be like, oh, this is my favorite and this is my least favorite. Not like a top 10 best, top 10 worst, for instance. I felt like in this video it's just more of a retrospective on the biggest dolls that have come out that made an impression on me personally. And I don't really have any dolls that I dislike strongly, but at the end of the video I do have a few dolls that I talk about that they lacked to give me an impression. Okay, starting off with Rainbow High. My first doll here is Lily Chang. Remember her? Yeah, she came out this year. I cannot believe it. I don't even remember when she came out. It's kind of all like a blur in my mind. I just remember I got her, I like her, and I made a review on her, and that's it. I thought it was last year. I don't know. Time is so weird. Time is really funny. But Lily definitely is, when I look back, I feel like Lily sticks out because she is beautiful. She came in that deluxe box that I still have actually, and I'm not using it, but I just have it. I like to have it. It's a really nice box, and she came with a second outfit. Obviously, very much like what Paris came with, and we'll talk about Paris in a hot second. But Lily, she just really made an impression. I think she's a stunning doll. The bangs, the hairstyle, the makeup, the outfit pieces are just very well designed and executed, and I feel like the quality overall for her was definitely there, and a price point was just like a sweet spot. Like you paid like a fair amount for what you're getting. She was just perfect. Next up, we have Series 4, Core Series 4 Rainbow High that came out in the summer, I believe. Yes, well, for us in Europe and international fans, they probably came out later or haven't even come out yet, and I know it's really rough out there for some places. So Series 4 was a series that really hammered in the message of diversity. I mean, the whole marketing ploy of Series 4 was like, yes, look at us, we're inclusive, diversive. Like, it really, I mean, it's great, but there's a certain line that you don't want to cross, because then it comes across like tokenism, and then it's just like checking boxes, especially since the characters in the show never had anything to do, so that really doesn't help either. But fine, let's move all that aside and actually just look at the dolls themselves, the designs. They still left quite an impression. I feel like overall they are the best core series perhaps that we've gotten, factoring in inclusivity, diversity, and just the overall designs not being so tacky with all the Rainbow High logo. Like in the past we had gotten these tacky like rainbow logos printed on all of the clothing pieces. It was getting over the top, and so I'm really glad that in Series 4 they kind of like matured a little more, and I feel like overall it did leave an impression. Next we have Rainbow Vision dolls, specifically the Royal 3. Yes, I think they are overall my favorite band from the Rainbow Vision theme to come out. I thought initially it was going to be the Rainbow Divas, but I really only truly love Sabrina, Meline and Aisha. Aisha is growing on me actually. Her ponytail is so divine. But Meline, she's also really pretty. I feel like her outfit's a little bit boring, like her casual outfit. So overall, aesthetic wise, also speaking, the Royal 3 just completely speak my language. They are gorgeous. I mean, look at these girls. They are in sync. They work so well. I love their pieces. They're very well designed, very well executed, and I feel like overall they are, definitely my favorite band. Next, we have one I was not expecting that would ever make it on a biggest highlights video whatsoever. It's Roxy Grand. I gave her a makeover, a little restyle, if you will, and I think she has really grown on me ever since. The gloves are actually from the Mermaids Winter Waves Gwen doll, and yes, they were a pain in the butt to put on her arms. The sleeves were really tight. I think I lost some of the fur trim on the top, so be careful if you want to put them on her as well. But overall, Roxy, she went from being Roxy Bland to truly owning the title of Roxy Grand. At least now, she really has grown on me. She is really pretty. I think it's honestly, I'm shook. I never imagined she was gonna be like growing on me this much. And yes, I also wanted to talk about Paris. I don't have her, as I said in my previous video about, you know, doll burnout and everything. I'm just gonna wait for her to pop up in Amazon. I hope she'll be available very soon, because I love her, but it's gonna be $200, and then I tell you she's gonna be on Amazon the next day, and I'm just gonna feel so bad to have spent so much money on her if she's just gonna cost like $100 instead. Like that's like even that's expensive, and that's yeah. So I love her, but like I'm gonna wait. I really hope that they get the quality control issues with her under control, because that's why they took her off the Amazon page. So. Moving on to LOL surprise, the first OMG dolls here are the Queens dolls. They came out early this year. Remember these girls? They came out early, especially in Europe. That's why I got them early. They released earlier here in Smith's Toys, so I was very lucky. I believe my dad bought them for me, and I was going crazy. I was like, oh my god, they're early here in Europe. That never happens. And overall, this line is definitely very out there. It's very extravagant. I feel like they're all my favorites, but Splash Beauty, oof, definitely my favorite overall, and Miss Divine as well. I just love the pink, I love the designs and the aesthetics. Then of course the most recent big theme, the fashion runway fashion runway dolls. They've also been really gorgeous, like especially the hair edition ones, which is surprising to me because I'm more into fashion. I will never use the hair edition, like little shampoo stuff and hair jimbos, whatever majigs, but the dolls, Lady Braids and Twist Queen, oh my god, look at these two girls. They are stunning. I love the outfits. I love the painted little toenails. Like, are you kidding me? But I do also enjoy La Rose and Misty Frost. I think they do come with a lot of outfit pieces that are very, very interesting and fun to combine and like experiment with. So I feel like overall this line was very well executed. And now I'm just missing Sashay and Styles, who are obviously the exclusive OMG dolls for the Mega Runway Pack, but I'm gonna wait for that to go on sale because that's too expensive. Next up, we have the OMG Fierce girls. And now that I'm thinking about it, the Cleopatra Fierce doll is a collector doll, so I guess she is filling in for the collector OMG doll this year. Since we didn't get one, we only got her, but that's okay. I mean, the other ones all come with like light up stands, and that I really like, but maybe next year we'll get another extravagant collector doll. But Cleopatra is really gorgeous, and Lady Diva as well. And I still only have Lady Diva from the first wave of Fierce dolls. I don't know if I'll ever get the other girls, just because they are a little expensive still, and I don't like to get repeats of characters usually, especially now with all these dolls coming out. I gotta limit myself somewhere, wherever I can. And lastly, just cutting it in time, we have the LOL Tweens Series 4. When I saw them pop up on the official LOL Surprise store, I immediately got them, and I'm super happy. They just arrived a couple of days ago. I still haven't unboxed them yet, but when I do, I will try to post these reviews. I know I never posted a reviews for Tweens Series 3, and honestly, I don't know if I ever will, just because I don't think the interest is there anymore. But Series 4 definitely, and then a Series 3 might pop in that review video as well at the end. I'm really happy with this series, definitely the strongest Tweens series so far, and I feel like the Tweens is definitely gonna get more popular than the OMGs, perhaps even. I feel like whoever's doing the designs for Series 4 for the Tweens definitely needs to do the designs for future OMG dolls as well. Moving on to Bratz dolls. First up, we have the core reproduction series 2, including Dylan, Kumi, Megan, Nevra, and Kiana. I didn't grow up with Bratz, so these were the first ever kind of dolls of these characters that I ever got. So I'm really happy I got them. They looked super cute in their packaging. I even kept some of the packaging. And I'm really happy. I really hope to keep bringing out these reproductions of characters in their first edition looks or whatever. With Series 3 is confirmed with Felicia Camp Day. Ooh, fingers crossed. I can't wait. These Bratz dolls are stunning. We have some more reproductions of the Girls Night Out collection here. I got all 5. I was very lucky that I, was able to get all of them while they were in stock, and most of them have good face-ups. If you've seen the review, you know that most of them do have some kind of defect here and there, especially Jade with the chipped lip, and the eyelashes were all over the place for all of them except for Sasha. So yeah, but overall overall, I love these girls. They really spoke to me. I just love the outfits, the aesthetic. I love the glitter on their bodies. The real eyelashes definitely is a plus for me. And if they keep on making reproductions of dolls that look this good, then I cannot wait. I hope that they bring out fashion pixies, honestly. And then lastly, we have my most recent purchase, which is the Bratz Moa Lola collection. Felicia came. I ordered her also from the official LO Surprises store for the normal retail price, and I got Jade off of eBay. I know, yeah, I know, but she was not too expensive. She was okay, and she's on her way. So I only have Felicia here to show you right now. But oh my god, Felicia looks so good. These dolls are so tall. I never expected them to be this tall, but they are. The packaging is huge. I love the packaging. It feels so good quality. And I feel like from the collabs that we've seen so far, designer collabs, this one might just be the best. I think it is, because it's just so innovative and new, and the designs are so well done. It is so good. It's just good. It's just good, and I can't wait for Jade to come, and then I'll film the review. Next up, we have Monster High, the Haute Couture collection. So I most recently got Laguna. She was the last one, like what, a couple months ago in October or so, I believe. And then that's, yeah, I made reviews on all of them. I think they are great as a collection. I think they look great together. Of course, there's a few things here and there design-wise that I would have liked them to fix or do better, and that's not even talking about the actual release problems with the scalpers and bots getting, selling out all the dolls, and then people, having anxiety and being traumatized for life because they could not get these dolls. And Mattel Creations needs to fix their website, needs to do some fixing, and I do hope these scalper prices go down very soon, because this is not okay. But overall, if you do have all 5, hey, you did it, honey. You can rest easy now, and they do look really good together as a collection. But I think my favorite is probably Draculaura, which is surprising. I think initially Claudine was going to be my favorite. Next up, we have Monster High G3. Now, while I do not own any of these dolls, because I'm still waiting for them to arrive in Europe, in Switzerland, which if you've seen my most recent Monster High news video, you will know that they're popping up here and there in Europe. So I hope that is a sign from the universe that, Monster High Generation 3 will come in very soon in January or spring in Europe, and hopefully also across the whole globe, because these dolls, I need them, but I'm waiting. I'm being patient here. Yeah, I still think, even if I don't have them, I still think these dolls overall were a very well executed new kind of first core series of a new generation. I think, yes, some things could be better. Some changes were really, divisive. But I think overall, this is the best it could have gone. It could have been worse, but I feel like it's good. It's good. And then lastly, we have Real Drama. I know I also don't have any of these dolls, although I would like to, but seeing as things are going, I will probably never own all 4 of them unless I spend a lot of money on eBay. But yeah, the release was horrible. Scalpers, bots, you know the drill. Mattel really sucks at this kind of thing. They need to fix Mattel Creations, because it cannot go on like this. But it does seem that, slowly these dolls are gonna show up back in stores, restocks are happening. But yeah, it's looking grim. So these dolls, unfortunately, they had a good design. Like, design wise, they look really good. The packaging is great, but it's really sad that basically no one can get their hands on these dolls. Next, we do have some Barbie mentions here. We have, I actually just got my recent order of Barbie extra dolls and 1 Barbie cutie reveal doll, my first ever actually. And wow, when I unboxed the Barbie cutie reveal doll, I don't know why, but I got emotional. I don't know why, she was so soft. The costume is so soft. It's so cute. I got the reindeer one. Oh my god, she's adorable. The only thing I will say is that the hair is atrocious. The hair quality is really bad. But overall, the costume is gorgeous. And then, of course, the Barbie extra dolls, they all look so good. I got basically all the new pink ones. And y'all, I think I might get sucked into Barbie extra. I think I want to get more. Because there's some other pink ones that look good and I never got because they were just too expensive. But damn, these dolls are really nice. And I forgot that Barbies actually have like solid bodies. They're not that hollow. I thought they were just really hollow and like cheap feeling, but I don't know what it is, if they changed something about the bodies or not, but the bodies actually feel really solid, so they actually don't feel cheap like I thought they would. So am I getting back into Barbie? Perhaps. I also want to get more Barbie cutie reveal dolls. They're so cute. And lastly, making a last second splash are the Winter Waves mermaids dolls. Yes, these dolls at first I only wanted to get a few, and then I got all of them, and I'm obsessed. I love the gimmick with the filled water tails with the glitter. I think it's so calming. I personally just love to watch it, and I honestly feel like they should release something that's maybe bigger in scale, that has something to do with like water play like this. I know they have the like makeover studio, like the not the studio but like the bathroom playset that has like the hydration station pod in the middle. I want to get that one, but that's also kind of expensive, and it's really big for me to just want the hydration station in the middle. Who knows? I think these dolls are overall very well designed and executed, and I think the only issue is really just the posability of the head and the weight of the hair, pulling them down really easily. And those were my biggest highlights of 2022. Now, as I promised at the beginning, if you stuck around to see what dolls I dislike, well then here we are. I guess some honorable mentions of dolls that I don't like is perhaps Nicole from Shadow High Series 1. Yes, I didn't mention Shadow High at all in this video. Well, that's because yeah, I don't know. I liked Neon Shadow. I like Neon Shadow, but they're just, I don't like him enough for them to be like a highlight for me. And then Series 1 Shadow High, I also do like, but I definitely don't like enough for me to be like, oh yes, I love this series. Especially because Nicole, again, I just don't like her. I just don't. And I feel like it's really definitely a good direction that they're going in, making Shadow High dolls in the future more colorful with Series 2. Then I guess my other disliked doll is Sparkle Star here from the new OMG Sports Series 3. Yeah, I think she's cute. I like the zipper. I like the real working zipper on her jacket, but I don't know. She's just kind of lame to me, especially when she's standing next to her counterpart, Court Cutie, who's definitely a standout. She is gorgeous. And then I don't know, I guess my other least liked doll, maybe Laguna Haute Couture. I don't know, I like her, but it's like overall when you look at the whole collection, Laguna does look a little out of place. I mean, she's still great, but like I feel like they did kind of do Laguna dirty a little bit. And that's a wrap for the first of many annual fashion doll rewinds. As I talked about it a little bit more in my last video talking about doll burnout, this year was definitely overwhelming at certain points, but I'm very glad that looking back at it now, there were many highlights that were also released, you know, of this year. Many dolls that really just were great and gorgeous. So I can't wait to see what next year holds, even if it scares me, because you know, I'm just a person. I only have so many rooms in my apartment that I can fill with dolls. Oh, I'm scared, but I'm excited. I have such a bad memory. I forgot some of these dolls were released this year, and I was like shook while making this video, like, oh my god, this doll came out this year, well, I gotta include her. Like, it was just all over the place. But I hope y'all enjoyed the video overall and are excited for this new series I'm doing, I guess, with the whole rewind happening for a retrospective for every year from now on. I'm excited. I can't wait. And also, I want to keep a theme for the thumbnails. This one was pink, obviously, and so the next one will be like red or orange. Very exciting. And of course, I also want to know what your highlights were of this year. Let me know down below. And as always, leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you haven't already, so you don't miss out when I post more content like this coming your way daily and keeping you up to date with all the dollty you love. Stay safe, be kind. I hope this next time, stay peachy. Kisses and Happy New Year!